morning. This is the Abundance Mindset Podcast. Sit back and relax as we discuss hot topics on how to handle and grow your business, self-development, and how positivity can bring profitability in your life. Here are your hosts, Vinny and Walter.
Welcome back, Alchemists. This is Abundant Thursdays with myself, Walter Morello, and the great Vinny Smile Chopra. Vinny, you're finally back outside. Welcome back, brother.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you. It's so nice. So nice. I love the outside, the oxygen, and all the vibrations I get from this pond right here. I know the waterfall is not working, but that's okay. But California has gotten really, really great amount of rain. I know we had some flooding and all, but now it's small amount that's coming through. So God, thank you. We got to really worship, and thank everybody in our life. Like Miracle Morning I do every morning. I really pay gratitude to my parents, my grandparents, my family, my people, my team, all the partners, everybody.
Vinny, it was pretty cool getting a text from you at, I think it was like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, my time. And I know that's 3 hours later, your time. Like you were up at like 4 o'clock just texting.
Yes. It's been an exciting week, brother. When you have so many things on your mind and they're good and you're serving people, you are really, like today I have 9 appointments or something, which is the highest I've had in many, 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 many months. But the key thing is if you have a service attitude, if you love what you're doing, then time has no factor, I mean, when I just get up 4 o'clock or even, 4:30, 4:45. Today I got up a little late, 5:10.
5:10. My man.
No, I love it, brother. I love it. You got to love yourself. You got to love who you are. You got to be happy wherever you are. I talk about that. I was interviewed 3 times last week. And, they talked about my beginnings, right? I grew up with 300 square feet of apartment, actually, lower floor, and 6 siblings living in there, 1 bedroom, 1 living room, and 1 hallway. And mom and dad. So 8 people in that 1 bedroom. And, we were happy. I don't have any qualms about it. No qualms about it, because you got to be happy where you are, but always strive to be better. And how can we be better? By raising our standard of living, by giving more to the people around us, and also trying to grow your business. I mean, that's what we talk about. Abundance mindset. You got to have that abundance mindset, and you got to send the vibrations out. If you don't, then nothing is going to happen. You got to send these signals like law of attraction. We talk about that, brother, right? Law of attraction. Oh, I'll come this way. Then it's all like that. I just realized it. But the thing is, you got to really, really, really tell yourself, I'm going to be better today than yesterday.
Yep.
I want to be better today than yesterday. I'm going to tell more people about my goals, my ambitions, my visions. My team is going to perform better. The people in my life will have the best relationships with me. All those things, isn't it?
That's the truth, man. And I learned from you just how grateful you are for everything that's happening, for like even some of the challenges. Like you've told me about things that are not exciting in a business, and then you right now in the same sense be like, but I'm grateful that it happened now, while it gives us a chance to figure things out and get things fixed. And I'm just like, wow, like that is crazy positivity, like next level of gratitude. But you end up being right. Like that's the crazy thing. You always end up being right because you find a solution. The challenge created a new opportunity for you.
You have to really get that really clear in your mind, beyond any wildest dreams, that everything is not going to be rosy.
Right.
It cannot be. Life is not bed of roses, brother. All the roses come with thorns. Why? Wait a minute. What we just talked about.
Is this a
Even
woman reference, Vinny? Are we going to talk about women now?
no, not at all, not at all. Just the flower
Okay.
roses. Of course, there are all kinds of roses, by the way, and there are some bushes which have no thorns because if you look at the rose garden, which is fabulous. But if you think about most of the time, roses are and the branches have pick. I mean, really,
True.
you could cut yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what life is too. You got to understand that life will not be rosy every day.
Yep.
Relationships will not be rosy every day. I've been married 43 years, right? Maybe my wife and I quarrel maybe 2 times a year. 2 times a year.
But they're big
Why?
quarrels, right?
No, yeah, they are. I think we don't talk for a couple of days. Yeah. Maybe 7 days one time. No, I don't know. I'm just confiding.
So I,
But the
I want to
thing is,
dive us close back to the principles. So
yeah,
I love it. I love it because it's nice to know that you're human like anybody else, right?
yes,
Married 42 years, get the same troubles, same opportunities.
yes,
Wolf
yes.
Principle 7 is who has your money, right? And that's a principle based on like figuring out who you should be actually spending your time with. There's 8 billion people on the planet, but they're not going to all buy what you're selling. They're not going to all invest in your deals. They're not all going to sell their property to you. So how do you see this principle, and how do you apply it as a real estate investor who's serving their passive investors, but also like finding property and finding deals? How do you identify who has your money, like who actually has what's going to move your company forward?
I love it. I love it. This is I think diamond principle, diamond, because lots of us want to grow our companies. And as you can really look at the bottom line, company revenues increase with clients. They are the engine who will give you revenues. And then you should always look at what's your profile of the company, your own profile, and your company's profile, and have 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, whatever it takes to find who is the right avatar. We call it avatar. Everybody listening to us, please Google that. Avatar is the ideal customer, ideal property. Let's say in this case, like when I went from California to Texas, I went to different cities because I wanted to buy the properties, the right properties for me in my companies. Then I went to, of course, from Texas, I was there 27 years, 8 years, whatever. Then I went to Georgia, then Florida, now Arizona. Next week, I'm 3 days in Arizona, brother. Senior assisted livings, I'm buying already built.
Already built.
Already built, brother. And I'm going to renovate them. I'm going to have an administrator who is a partner. All those good stuff. Lot of good stuff is happening. Then I'm doing family offices. I will be becoming myself family office. Lot more things are happening. I just got the PPM for $100 million fund and all those great things. Then my trip to Switzerland from the World Economic Forum has invited me. Oh my gosh. It is going to be mind blowing, brother.
2023. Who has your money?
And 24. I'm
And
already
24.
planning my calendar for 2024. But let's just talk about who has our money are the right customers, investors in my case, because we want to increase our base from 530 or 70 to 1,070. Double the base. Is it possible? You bet it is.
Of course
you bet
is.
it is.
Yep.
But we know who we want to go after. We should look at who are our present clients now, customers, and then have a profile of where you want to be. You go after, you go into your best of the best clients to give you recommendations, to design get into their circles to get more of the same. See, the beauty is we are the sum total of 5 people we know. We hear that all the time. So why not we just talk to one client and take them out for lunch or dinner and say, you know what, could you help me? I really need your help. And, we might be able to have an incentive program put together. I'm not saying I'm not an attorney, I'm not CPA, but there are different ways not to, as a referral or something, you got to look into your industry and everything. But give something to get something. See, I'm trying to really promote Zig Ziglar in my talks because Zig Ziglar really, really was my great mentor. And he talked about having a water pump, a hand water pump, like in India. We used to have these water pumps to get the water from the ground, but that pump will not give water out until you put some water in it.
You got to prime the pump.
You got to prime the pump, brother.
Yep.
And Zig Ziglar, Mr. Zig Ziglar, would carry that silver, I think it was silver or metal or aluminum, water pump with him in the aeroplanes. He talked about that many, many times. He would take that water pump on the stage, it will sit on the sideline, and he will bring that up. You got to put some water in, some energy, some time, some money to get it flowing. And then in the first time, it's very, 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 very hard, But then when it starts flowing, your investors are flocking, your business is growing, then you slow down. You slow down, but you got to invest money in the pump, in our life, in our business, metaphorically, to invest money to make money. That's the biggest thing. I mean,
you got to put money in for money to come out, right?
Oh my gosh. So if you want to get other people's money, your clients' money, everybody who's got money, Grant Cardone, remember many years back, he says, who's got my money?
That's right.
And Grant Cardone, oh my gosh, I just interviewed a beautiful gal, Melissa, I think is her name. Tiffany Mitchell yesterday. She is in partnership with Grant Cardone. 50-50. She designed a SaaS model for Utility Ranger, it's called. I would like to promote her. Why not? Just talked to her yesterday. And maybe I'll be meeting Grant. You know Grant also.
I met him.
Anyway, yeah. So we interviewed, did the podcast. We're going to bring it out. She's amazing gal. Anyway, but the thing is, just like Grant said, who's got my money? That's what we need to look at. Who's got my money in every business?
Yep.
Because your customers are the king. Your investors, your things. Yeah.
There's another principle I want to talk about today too, and these both come from Grant. Like Grant, I would say popularized both. Who has my money, which is really another way that marketers, we've all known this for a long time, is who's our avatar, who's the right client, like you said.
Sure.
Was the avatar, and then the other one is don't save for a rainy day. Right. Both principle 8. Don't save for a rainy day. Save to invest. You're a real estate investor. You've been doing this for the last 40 years. So obviously you don't save your money just in case something goes bad.
No way, brother.
You saved it to put into something. It's funny because it ties into the pump you were just talking about too.
Exactly. Your money is losing money, guys. What you got cash, it's losing 7% every year. Hold on. If you're making 8% average in the stock market or losing 20% last year, okay.
20% year over year, Vinny. It's been 2 years.
2 years, man. I'm telling you, are we crazy or what?
Yep.
You need to be in real estate. Have I lost money in real estate? No. Real estate is one asset. Any kind of resale. Everything is owned by somebody.
Yep.
8 billion people out here, right? I mean, in the world, every piece of square foot or inch of land is owned by government or political people or rich people, probably a lot of rich people, every inch. So real estate is the best way to get into it.
I like that you said it because the last 14 years I've been in real estate, I haven't lost money on a single deal. 14 years, just making money. And I know that there's people out there who don't know what they're doing, and anybody can lose money in anything, truthfully. And real estate isn't without its risks, but you're absolutely right. Why is it so important that people don't save for a rainy day? I know you talked about inflation, but the stock market technically, over 40 years could beat inflation by 1%.
Yeah, look at that.
Technically,
it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling, brother. I'm telling you. I mean, people say I made a lot of money in stock market. A lot of people are doing, but they got us. I mean, not everybody can beat the market. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. I mean, last year alone, I looked at my K1, and guess what? I lost, brother. You're not going to believe. I let them go right there. Okay. Oh, am I still connected to you? Yeah.
Still connected, brother. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, what I was going to say was I lost 22%.
Yep.
Hold on. I lost
It hit me too.
429,000. 429,000. I said, holy shit. I didn't know that. I lost 422,000. I just found out this week.
You look at it, it's like, whoa.
Am I happy? Yes, I am. No. I'm mad. But guess what? It's up to me to be reacting to that loss of 422 and say, God forbid, I can only get 3,000 each year. So for the next 100 years, I'll show on my taxes 3,000 negative. 3,000 negative. This is ridiculous.
Every year for the next 100 years. It's the worst. You can't apply it all in one shot, right?
You cannot. It's 3,000, man.
Ridiculous.
But if I had lost 429,000 in real estate,
you could apply it.
I would have taken it right here, brother.
Yep.
So that's the beauty. I think anybody listening to us, and we do this show every Thursday morning, 9 a.m. Please come talk to us and subscribe and all that, notifications, and share this link with other people who can really, really, really learn how to make money, because that's what you are doing, and we are making 1 million millionaires together, and you could be one of them. Come into Alchemist Nation, come into brother. Now let's talk about what's my secret. You know what? A lot of people say, Vinny, you are overnight success. No, really. It took me
overnight
40 years,
for 42 years, right?
42 years, exactly. But my big success came in the last 8 years, 2014, 9 years, let's say, because I built my Monil Investment Group, 14 November. But let's talk about it. I am where I am because I figured out the secret to getting other like-minded people in my circle, family, friends, people, neighbor, investors, to buy bigger properties with me. So they are investing their money, brother. Yeah.
You're talking about syndication. You're going back to learned syndication. Now, I've meaning to ask you this. How many units did you have before you started syndication? So I know you started
units,
with
brother.
family. I know you did single families.
Hold on. Duplex.
Just a duplex. That's it.
Duplex and single family homes, about 20. We sold them all in 2017, about 6 years back. But we just started with the duplex. I still own it. $2,800 a month. I still own it. But then I bought 14 units for $180,000, sold it for $380,000. I bought my second one, 109 units in Odessa, Texas. Anybody can check me out. I bought it for $2.4 million. I bought it with investors' money. $1.150 million I raised.
Wow. And how much did you and the investors make on that? Because I know you sold that property eventually.
Oh, 43.6% per year. For 6 years. Per year. If somebody gave me 100,000, you could check my records. I gave them back their 100 back plus 260 some percent.
Wow. So somebody invested 100,000 with you. They walked away with $360,000.
Yes.
6 years later.
Yes. 6 years later.
Wow.
5.5 or 6 years. And we sold the property, and all. Then I bought in Midland. You could check me out there too. Cornerstone Village, 120 units. We bought it for $2,090,000. 120 units, brother. Went to $8 million. What? I gave 40% IRR for my investors over there. Went to San Marcos. Go ahead and check me out there. And near Austin and Seguin and San Antonio. Go to Alamo Heights. I know all these brokers over there, brother. And we made hay. Then I went to Atlanta. No. I went to Houston, bought 14 properties there.
14,
wow. Brother.
Houston.
Made money like crazy. Look, check me out. Freeport, I bought property for 3.550, sold for 8.6 million. That's my, oh my gosh, Azalea Court. I changed the name to
Yep.
some other name. It's skipping my name now. Sienna Villas. Sienna Villas. That's right. I just remembered it. And I talked to the utility board myself. I said, how come you charge me so much money for water?
Yep. No. Vinny, what are you doing talking to the utility board? What's going on?
Hey, nobody can stop Vinny. Anyway, no.
It's cool because you do get involved in your deals, right? You occasionally you'll jump in, you'll get involved.
No. Every week, brother. When we had our own management company, 153 people, I was going to pay their payroll every 2 weeks. Never missed the payroll, ever. 153 people. We had asset managers, regional managers. We had community managers, lead maintenance, porters, HR person, you name it. We ran the whole gamut.
Big company.
Whole gamut. Yes, huge. But now we sold off at the peaks. Lots of things. We have 7, 8, 9 assets. Now we are buying bundle of them. We are working with Bell Partners, RAM Partners, RPM Partners, Greystar, and all these, and my hotels, we are working with Jeff, I think it's called. So we work with third party. We drive profitability by managing the managers, we call it.
Yes. It's funny. Like I heard this on Bigger Pockets maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and it changed the way I invested myself. I had my assistant, I had my property manager, my assistant and my leasing agent, and that was kind of how I ran it. And I had my bookkeeper, and then I shifted over to just third party, and like my life just became 10 times.
Totally.
I still had to manage the manager. Like I still had to be on top of managing the manager, but my life got way better.
Much better, brother. Don't need to worry about. I mean, when we had 153 people, lots of challenges come with different personalities and different motivations, and somebody doesn't show up and all that crap, right? Sorry.
You don't have to apologize. That's exactly what it is.
That's what it is. I'm telling you. And me negotiating contracts, brother, I saved millions of dollars, just in place. We didn't go there. Albion apartment, I got the whole pavement done for 192 units for how much money I paid this gentleman? I paid him 330. No. I paid him 62,000 times 3. So maybe 180,000. The quote was 540,000. I got it done for 1/3. Yeah. See, the thing is, once the CEO gets involved and you tell them it's not in the budget.
That's right.
This is too high. And then you also say, I don't need it done today. You do it when your people have no job, no thing. You come and do my work. He did it in 3 days, brother. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I wired the money.
In and out.
I wired my own personal money. I got reimbursed later on. I paid 61,000, wired it Thursday. He bought the materials, wired him second day. He did half the 1/3 the work, then wired the final completion. Anyway. Wow. But let's talk about, syndication. Yep. If people are really leery about it, it's nothing what you are already doing. It's joint ventures and syndication world and all that. I'm not an SEC attorney, but you are kind of tipping on the bomb if you don't know how to raise money.
Yeah, a friend of mine a while back, he Brant Phillips, who wrote the book Private Money, Private Lender Playbook, he told me, he said, right now is the time for syndication. He's always been a single operator. He owns like 200 units in Texas. And he just recently, he's like, you know what? I'm following these syndication guys and they've got the right idea. Like I'm better off. I have less risk to the, in the sense that my money's not involved, but I also have more exposure to a bigger deal, which means it's less management. And I'm also helping my investors get access to this money. So he said, like, it hits all three of the things that I think about: my investors, my time, and then my risk, my capital. And like what you did with the Syndication Academy inside Alchemist Nation has been by far one of the most valuable assets, because it shows, I know you're not an attorney, but it shows a lot of the documentation. It shows how to raise the capital, how to evaluate the deals. Your PowerPoint is in there for raising capital. Your spreadsheet is in there for calculating deals.
Yes.
how to speak to investors. Like, I'm just thinking there's like 14 different topics, with like
Yes.
150 different videos. Just a powerful course. Why is this so important that people learn syndication right now? Why are you so passionate about it?
Oh my gosh, not only right now, brother, I think this is a skill one should dig into right away, because for next, until we die, I'm telling you, that skill is going to be surmountable. When I started raising 50,000, 100,000, now I raise millions of dollars, 10 million in a day. What?
Ooh.
10 in one day, brother, one day. I've done it. 9 million in 9 hours, I've done it. 7 millions in 7 hours, I've done it. But the thing is, it's the art. It's not a rocket science at all. It's not. That's it's just so sad that people think it's going to take them years and years to learn it. Not at all. Not at all.
It truly comes down to being a decent human being, doesn't it? Like caring about your investors, keeping an eye on what they're doing.
Yes.
I see it. I'm one of your investors, and I get the text from you. I get the email from you, and it's just a great relationship, and I plan on getting into your next residential assisted living. I know you've got a steep minimum investment, so I got
3 days. 3 days. I'll be in Arizona next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We are buying assisted livings. We're going to make a big. Arizona is the mecca of people retiring, and Scottsdale is where we are heading. Scottsdale, brother.
The silver tsunami.
Yes. It's the manifestation, what I've been saying last 5 years. Now it's going to blow up. I've been saying I want to do $2 billion of purchases in senior living. Manifestation is coming. It's coming,
I've
brother.
been calling you a billionaire, but you know what? It's because you manage $1.6 billion worth of assets.
Oh my gosh. I appreciate you.
So when you lock this down, that puts you at almost $3 or $4 billion worth of real estate. Was that 2015?
I would say when I die, I think I want to be right at 5 billion. That's my over goal. I
think you're going to pass that. I think you're going to surpass that.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. But you have to be transparent, honest. You want to make sure that you learn the materials right. Yeah. And my students are making money. Yeah. Some of my students have in 1.5 years, $200 million portfolio.
Yep.
What? Oh,
it's because they take action and they got the right training.
They take action. You got it, brother. You got it. I mean, there are so many people. I'm so happy that, when I meet them on Wednesdays, I meet, last night, I had a fun 1.5 hour, and I'll be ready to even put them onto the YouTube. I told my team, I said, let's put these trainings for the last 4 years onto the YouTube. Why not?
List it. Let them see it. Get it out there.
Let them see it. Yeah.
So, Vinny, if somebody wants to learn about your Syndication Academy, 2023 Syndication Academy, what's the easiest way for them to get there?
The very best way is to reach Brother Walter Amarillo. And he's the one. He's the one. Right. We have a link. We can even put the link underneath, this episode, and we'll promote that when this show goes out into podcast, everything, because we want to have these investors. You got so many. What your passion is very, very, very good. Just like you and I talked, you want to make 100 millionaires, then they will make another 100 and other 100, other 100, other 100. Exactly. But the way you could become a millionaire, the easiest way I know, it's my past. My net worth has gone 30x. Literally 30x. What? 30x, guys. 30. Are you listening? 30. And just in the last few years, because of the power of raising money.
Yep.
And there is $36 trillion in retirement accounts. There is trillions of dollars in savings. People will be, it's not that I ask for money. I bring the good deal. Yep. People are flocking to give me their money. 200, 300 million. I just talked to an investor. He says, Vinny, put me down for $2 million. I said, what? Are you sure? He says, yeah, I want to, because you are diversified and you are doing hotels and senior living, Says, my passion is to really make the kind of seniors live in a very healthy environment. And you're doing it. You're giving it forward. That's what he said. I said, you're so right. I said, I'm so passionate that the quality of life for seniors should be none other because they work so hard. And that's why I'm going on a spree to buy these old, centers and then renovating them and all that, because I'm having, construction taking a lot of time, permitting taking a lot of time and all that stuff. So I would rather just take the ones which are there, make them better, run them better, and provide quality service in Scottsdale, in Arizona, in Las Vegas. Those are my two hitting, and then I'll probably go into California in the, in inner side, I say, but we'll see. But this is where I'm heading now. But you know what? I want everybody to really look into it and reach out to your team so that they could get on it right away. And it's so cheap.
So cheap. You, in that case, if you're listening and you want access to the Syndication Academy, 2023 Syndication Academy, go to Alchemist Nation and send me a message on there, and I'll make sure that you get a link. And like Vinny said, it's super affordable. It's not $100,000, not $10,000. When you get on there, you'll see super, super affordable for what it's in it. And then if you're not satisfied with what's in there, we'll give you your money back. That's
we'll give full refund, brother. Don't want to take a penny. I do want to say to everybody listening to us, I charge $100,000 now on one-on-one coaching. I teach the same skills that I put in the academy and all the attachments and everything. It's right there. Look at that. Look at that.
That's a year's coaching from you.
I'm telling you, my heart goes out because I want to train 1 million people around the world, because my concepts are so good, because I'm doing it. I've done it. I'm doing it, and I'll be doing it in the future.
Yeah, and unlike a lot of coaches out there, a lot of coaches, they're on the sidelines. They used to coach, they used to do the thing, but you're still out there doing it. You're more of you're a mentor because you're busy, but you're still in the business, and you give great advice. And I know you're heading back home now, and we try to keep this to 30 minutes so the listener as much as they can in a short period of time. For everybody who's getting a ton of value out of this, drop a comment in the chat below so that Vinny can see the love, ask questions. He does respond, and definitely share this with somebody who's thinking about real estate and needs to learn that you don't do the small duplex. Go and buy the big building. Bring your friends in, let other people make money. Don't save for a rainy day, save to invest, and figure out who has your money. Vinny, before we jump off, anything you want to say to them?
I would love to say that, brother. My model is really good model. I give 80% of the profits back to investors. Keep only 20. And then sometime I give 70% and keep 30, depending on the deal. So I'm working for my investors. See, that's the beauty of syndicator, is that you find the good deals, which other people wouldn't be able to take time from the business and everything. So it's a win-win-win situation. You give credit, cash flows to the investors. You give jobs to the realtors and others. You give job to the people who are managing your asset. And you give job to the contractors who'll be working on it. Boy, it started to rain. But let's see here. What will I do?
Run!
I know. But I'm far away, brother. I'm way far away from my home. I'm behind this mountain over here. So anyway, let's see.
You're going to be like David Goggins now, Vinny.
Look at this. This is where, brother, our football coach. Oh my gosh, he passed away. That he used to live there. John Madden and his boys used to live right here. Not anymore. Of course, he passed away. Yeah.
You're in a nice neighborhood over there, Vinny.
Thank you, brother.
For everybody who's listening. Yep, go ahead.
All due to real estate. Hold on. All due to real estate and syndication. I wouldn't be buying this home where millions of dollars, because We lived outside the country club for 29 years, brother. 29 years. I had a vision that if God gave us money and strength and everything and qualify for millions of dollars, we will move inside the country club. And that's what it happened 4 years back. 4 years back.
You knew that when life had hit you good, you would be inside the country club.
Yes. Because we'll come here, we'll see our friends, maybe 7, 8 friends, and they had good, and these are like beautiful homes, just marvelous, homes, very right away from, I don't know, 4 or 5, maybe 2 million to 20 million, $30 million homes in here,
Wow. Impressive how far a person can come from having $7 when you came to the United States to having, living in the same place that John Madden lives, right? Or lived.
Lived, yeah. And a lot of celebrities, anchors, and they live here,
Influencers.
A lot of IT influencers, lots of authors, lots of IT professionals who are like entrepreneurs who have been, billionaires, billions.
It's funny, Vinny, how billionaires hang with other billionaires. Seem to be moving into the same neighborhood, coming up together. It's weird. Average your 5 closest friends, right?
Oh my gosh.
All right, my friend, stay dry, get into the house. And for everybody who's listening, like, share, subscribe. Cheers to your success. You have a choice. Always work with the best. See you next week.
See you next week.
Hey there, next episode is on Thursday. Thank you for listening to Abundance Mindset, live every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on social media platforms. Hosted by Vinny Chopra and Walter Amarillo. Be sure to subscribe, leave your comments, and give a 5-star review. Thanks.